All right. Well, you brought a Mexican serial killer who was also a wrestler. Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
I have a very unique creep this week as well, Vinny.
I can't wait.
I've decided to bring a creep that came to prominence back in January of this year. It is a 6-year-old boy who shot his teacher and tried to murder her.
This isn't the hero off, Karl.
This is Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia, which I believe is very close to where our friend Vic lives these days. And, well, I'll let you play the first clip here because new documents have come to light from this case.
This is the first clip.
I remember him pointing the gun at me. I remember the look on his face.
Tonight, a chilling and newly unsealed account of the moments after investigators say a 6-year-old Virginia boy shot first-grade teacher Abby Zwerner in her classroom back in January.
I remember the gun going off. I remember feeling something. It was a pretty scary day.
According to a probable cause statement obtained by NBC's Portsmouth affiliate Wavy, a school rating specialist restrained the boy after he shot Zwerner in the chest and hand. She told police he said, quote, "I shot that expletive dead. I did it. And I got my mom's gun last night."
So this
Andy blew in his mom. Wow.
This 6-year-old looks at his teacher, pulls out a gun, shoots her, drops the gun and goes, "Yeah, I shot that bitch. I did it. I got my mom's gun last night." He's all braggadocious and everything.
Wow. And you know what? I got to say something. My first impression of this teacher, I'm not impressed. She's probably pretty boring.
Yeah.
Did you listen to her describe getting shot?
It could have been more exciting, I would
I
imagine.
felt something.
Yeah. Like what? Like a bullet?
She's a blast.
Penetrate your hand and chest? Because that's what happened.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that she would be like, and then the next thing I know is I felt a hot sting and I looked out and there was blood. I felt something.
Not everyone's a performer, Vinny.
It's a bad teacher.
Some people are just teachers, you know.
Boring.
So
boring.
The new documents that just came out show that it was a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, and the mother, Deja Taylor, left it in her purse. And she swore, "Oh no, I lock it up. I have it all locked up. It's a place where my son can't get it." And she says on the morning of the shooting, January 6th of this year, Taylor believed the gun was in her purse with the trigger lock installed and left on top of the bedroom dresser. She added that the key for the lock is kept under the bed mattress. But apparently that's not the case.
Right at kid level. Perfect.
Don't you think that if you had a 9mm gun in your purse and then one day it wasn't there, you would notice? I don't know how big this purse is, but a 9mm's got some weight to it.
I don't know, man. My wife has got some purses that are huge. Like you could fit an AR in there.
Okay, but you would notice if the AR was missing.
Yeah, but
imagine.
she wouldn't notice if the 9mm was. This is my point.
So, unsealed records of Abby Zwerner's statement to police at the hospital said that when the boy drew the weapon from his pocket and pointed at her, asked, "What are you going to do with that?" Zwerner told authorities the boy paused, then fired the one shot that struck Zwerner in the left hand and upper torso. Zwerner fled the classroom to the school office. She obviously...
You're so getting written up for this.
Yeah, she suffered the gunshot wound. She had to have 4 different surgeries from this gunshot wound. Now, this is the crazy thing. Amy Korvac, a reading specialist at the school, heard the gunshots and ran in, restrained the student until the police arrived. So I grabbed the 6-year-old, brought him over towards the phone, called 911, and the police came. And it was at that time when the kid was being all braggadocious and yelling, "Oh yeah, I did it. I shot that bitch dead. She dead now. I got her."
Dude,
so
this is insane.
This is insane. It's a 6-year-old. This kid, there's no fixing.
And
I'm
picturing it, and in my mind, I'm going, "Wow!" And this teacher ran out of the room after being shot in the chest.
Yeah. So,
and then another teacher comes in and grabs this kid.
You would think that if you hear a gunshot, you are running in the opposite direction. So props
but
to
it's
this
also a
reading
6-year-old. So like,
I
know I could take a 6-year-old.
Not this kid. Not with a gun. Not when this kid's got a gun.
Now you throw a chair at a 6-year-old, they're going right over. They're little still. You know?
Well, according to Amy, he actually has a good shot too. He took one shot and he hit her. And according to Amy, while I was holding him, he told me he had gotten his mom's gun the night before and put it in his backpack. He also told me he only had time to load 1 bullet. Well, gosh, that's a shame. Time management skills.
Well, the bell rang.
Time management skills when you're 6. Am I right, people? All right, so let's find out what's going
I
on.
could finish watching Blue's Clues, or I could finish loading the
Right,
gun.
yeah, I mean, I already got one
decisions.
bullet in there. It should be enough.
Jesus Christ.
If you play my track CO2, we'll find out more about this kid.
Child has had severe emotional issues. He is in therapy and improving daily. We wish to thank the dedicated professionals working with him. The boy's mother, Deja Taylor, speaking to ABC News in May.
Do you feel in any way responsible for the shooting?
Yes, of course.
Correct answer. Your 6-year-old son took your gun, brought it to school, and shot his teacher with it. You are very much responsible for this.
It's hard to argue you're not. So I'm proud of her for being honest.
So the boy suffers from emotional issues. You think? He's pretty fucking angry at his teacher there. Seems like he's got some emotional issues he's got to deal with.
Emotional, time management.
Yep, there's a lot of things.
And anger. All issues.
All right, play my third video here.
Coming up.
She alleges the boy had a known history of violence, as we know. And these documents also, in addition to what you heard about in that piece, they also detail a past incident when a kindergarten teacher alleges that boy strangled her from behind until she couldn't breathe. And the suit's defendants, by the way, we should add, again, this is talking about the known history of violence here. They're not commenting on this kind of latest document up.
Okay.
This is a 6-year-old. He should not have a history of violence.
He has a history of violence. The police actually asked for all the records. The school won't hand them over. They don't want to show that they're negligent. This woman's suing them for $40 million.
That's not what the principal said. The principal said, we would give them to you, but your truck isn't big enough for all of them.
Right. Have to put them on microfiche.
You need to get a U-Haul, or we're just going to have to spend some time scanning.
So this kid's a fucking problem. According to CNN, so the authorities spoke to that teacher that she was talking about that he tried to strangle, and she described it as he walked behind her while she was sitting in the chair and placed both his arms around her neck, pulling down, choking her to the point where she could not breathe. She's sitting in her chair. He comes up behind her and grabs her and tries to choke her to death in the classroom. The teacher's assistant had to forcibly remove the student from the classroom to get him off the teacher. So if the assistant wasn't there, who knows what would have happened? You know, they could really remake that
little
Problem
motherfucker.
Child.
Well, yeah, this motherfucker sounds like he clamped on like a boa constrictor and just wouldn't let go.
And dude, I am telling you, I don't know what's going to happen with this kid, but we should really just put him down, right? This is like Biden's dog biting everyone. Like, we just got to put it down, try again. There's going to be other children that'll be cute and fun that can grow up to be adults, not this one.
Yeah, let's not give that lady any more of them either.
Yeah, that's a good point as well.
Let's
I think that anytime you have a 6-year-old boy who steals his mom's gun, brings it to school, and shoots his teacher and is proud of it and happy about it, we got a creep on our hands, people. Vote for Karl at thecreepoff.com.